Hey everyone, PRESALE here, your second favorite Uniswap degen. I hope everyone's having a pro day. In this video, we're going to cover paid network, which has garnered quite a bit of hype these days. So I'm looking forward to reviewing it. Before I get to it, I just wanted to plug my Telegram group again, actually. I'm actually thinking of maybe doing some pools there eventually in the future. Just trying to figure some things out, but if you want to join and take part, feel free to join. I'll put the link in the description below. So yeah, we're going to cover paid network in this video. So just a quick overview of paid network. Basically, what is paid network? Paid network is an ecosystem that leverages blockchain technology to deliver DeFi-powered smart agreements to make business exponentially more efficient. We allow users to create their own policy to ensure they get paid. So they've got simple smart agreements, incentivized lending and liquidity pools, insurance pooling and escrow, arbitration, reputation scoring, and community governed crowdfunding. So basically, it says here what the paid utility is for is purchase agreements and subscription services fees. Then in DeFi, users receive rewards for staking the assets, which is the usual staking, lending and insurance, escrow and deco, and then also governance, and where you can vote, I guess, for the token utility and things like that, and dispute resolution. So it looks like quite an interesting topic. We're going to go a little bit more in depth, but before we get to that, the Telegram now. So it's got 12,000 members, which is huge, a lot active, and in the actual chat people are quite active, so that's a pro rating. Although, you know, these days in order to whitelist you have to join their Telegram, so there's so many people trying to whitelist. The Telegrams will always have a lot of members, but I guess it's always a good thing to consider. You know, if it had very little, then you're wondering why aren't people whitelisting. Not that bullish, you know, so that's good. Then another pro thing to note is that it's built on Polkadot, which is always a bullish factor. And they're going to have the IDO on Polkastarter. And I'm going to put this link in the description. This is the type form where you can go just to whitelist. It's going to be open until tomorrow. I'll get into the exact times. I'll actually go to it now. So as they say here, it's going to be until January 7th. 12 p.m. UTC to fill in that whitelisting form. Then there's going to be a phase 2 one, but obviously just do the phase 1 and then do the phase 2 as well. So yeah, that's closing 12 p.m. UTC on the 7th. So make sure you go fill that in, and I'll put the link, and then they say the winners will receive an email. So stay tuned for that. And let's go a bit more into detail on what they want to do. So in terms of this page where they say the solution is to eliminate attorney costs, streamline business contracts, easy dispute resolution, DeFi features to ensure you get paid. So the idea seems quite pro, and they put an example of that in a few slides on. But as we said before, they're going to have lending, liquidity pools, they're going to have reputation scoring where, you know, we interact with people, and simple smart agreements where you can have standardized contracts with autofill smart features. So here's how it works. So user interacts with paid network application UI. Every transaction is processed on their parachain, which sounds like a pro chain, and then built on parity substrate, interoperable with other chains and Polkadot network, which is bullish. So here's an example. So Alice needs to complete a job for Bob. Pro name, Bob, I like it. Bob will compensate Alice 10K. Alice and Bob don't want to waste money on expensive lawyers, so Alice and Bob enter into a smart agreement on the paid network. Then Alice sees Bob has a low reputation on his paid profile, so she decides to insure the agreement, and they take out a policy on paid DeFi tools, which is quite cool. Then Alice views her options of insuring 25%, 50 or 100 of her agreement and the corresponding premiums, and then she insures it, which is actually pro. I like it. So then before we get to the tokenomics, let's look at the team. So huge team, super impressive, public obviously, so no need to worry unless they've got a rogue member, which is happening quite often these days, but you know, I'm sure they all know each other. So one thing to notice also, obviously their LinkedIn's are all there, so that's good. Advisors, they've got Ivan on Tech, which is the second most pro YouTuber. And I mean, they've got some serious advisors, and the experience that the advisors and the members have is also insane. I mean, they say they've worked at all these companies, which is literally, you can list the top companies in the world and they've worked there. I mean, Microsoft, Huawei, I mean, it's crazy. Then in terms of the investors and partners, they've got DuckDAO, Chainlink. That's just those. I mean, just Chainlink alone is GG. So that's pro. And they've got their roadmap. I'm not going to go through everything. Obviously, now it's on Q1 with their public sale. And Q2, they're going to have their insurance, lending, arbitration, and DICO premium. So now let's get to the most pro part, which is the tokenomics. I really like this about Paid Network. So they've raised $2.27 million. In the seed sale, they raised 500K, private sale A 750, sale B 700, and in the public sale 250,000. Initial market cap is 835,000, which is really low considering, you know, their team and the idea and everything like that, and the hype. I think that's quite low and it's got some room to pump. Then let's look at the prices and in terms. So in terms of the prices, seed has 1.5 cents. That was the 500,000 raised. Private A is 2.5 cents. Private B is 3.5 cents. And public sale, which will be on Polka Starter, which it says here, is 4.2 cents, which isn't that much higher than the private B sale. And that's 100% unlocked. So if you can get into the private sale on Polka Starter, that's pro, do it. Remember, this isn't investment advice, just my review and my opinion, but I will try getting on Polka Starter and I'm sure there will be gains. So seed has 1 month till they get any tokens and then unlock over 9 months. Private A, only 10% on listing and then over 6 months. Private B, 25% on listing and then unlock over 3 months. So personally, I like private B. Obviously, these are sold out since a long time, but I think private C has really good terms. Well, public obviously is the best, but that's going to be the hardest. You're going to be up against like 10,000 people and only about 300 people are going to win. And then the advisors team, research, everything like that as the usual locks, which is good. So now if we look on their info of their Polka Starter IDO and how to take place and everything like that. So like I said before, you need to whitelist, which I will put that in the description. It's open till tomorrow, 12 p.m. UTC. And then they're going to have a phase 2. As you can see here, phase 1, they're going to have 2 pools. So the whitelist is for both. So if you want to do polls or non-polls, either way, you're going to have to whitelist. Then they're going to have a phase 2 whitelisting on the 11th of January. And it will close on the 14th. So you still got a lot of time to whitelist, but obviously do phase 1 and then do phase 2 when it opens. So they are raising quite a bit, 150,000. It's a bit more than all the other Polka Starter IDOs. So hopefully people have a decent chance, even though with the price of Ethereum, max contribution, $500. So that's about 300 people that will get in, which is very little, but you know, it's you've got a chance to get in. And if you get whitelisted, I think there's going to be pro gains for you. So yeah, I'll definitely be trying to get into the public sale. I'm definitely bullish overall. As you can see here, they're saying there was 21 million whitelist allocation requests. And I'm sure that is actually, this was 6 days ago, so it was before the actual IDO whitelisting. So you can imagine how much requests they have for this whitelist too. So, I mean, the hype is there. If everything goes smooth, it should be a decent pump. So Paid Network, also due to the low initial market cap, I really like it. The team is really jacked and the tokenomics are sound. So, I mean, I can't fault it. It's hyped. So, you know, this has to get the Becas Pro, which is one of the best ratings. I wouldn't say it's as pro as Chost Pro, because Chost Pro is like, you know, the best or one of the best, but Becas Pro is up there. So I think Paid Network will do super well. We'll see how it goes. And as usual, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, join my Telegram, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.